Guess who's back? Back again. Hi, it is I. I've returned from the abyss. I have a lot of compacts. Some are more favored than others. Don't tell them I said that. It did take a lot of effort to narrow it down to a top 10, but I thought it'd be fun, so let's talk about that. Don't ask why I sit so close to the camera. Not even I know. It's an impulse. Before we actually get started, though, I would like to make an honorable mention. Am I a beauty guru yet? Is that how you do that? Look how beautiful it is. I did not include it in top 10, however, because it's not technically a compact. It's a tin rouge. Trying not to dump it everywhere. Now that my terrible attempt at an intro is over, let's look at compacts, my top 10 favorites in no particular order, because I already narrowed it down this far. I can't order my children. Let's start with the very first compact ever in my collection. It's nothing too special, but it belonged to my great-grandmother, so it's special to me. Please get out of there. Kind of manky looking, but you know what? It's like that sometimes. Look how shiny it is and how pretty it is. It's missing a gem or two, but it builds character to be a little jankety. Next up is another heirloom piece. This one belonged to my great-great-grandmother. She passed away in the 60s. I believe this compact is from the 40s. So, it's dusty, because I don't dust anything in my life. But look how pretty it is. No blind, please. The little clip supposed to hold it closed is long gone, but you know what? She must have loved it then. This next one, I want to say I got for a pretty good bargain. I think I paid like, okay, this is not going to sound like a bargain, but I think I paid like $40 for it. But online they seem to go for quite a bit more. It's a World War II compact. Well, shortly after World War II. But you can see it has Germany on it. It's got the USA zone. It's kind of hard to read. But here. Oh, there we go. Give you a second to read all that. Oh, you're probably not going to read all that. But it's got a little sticker on the back I need to get rid of. But face powder. And the other side, manicure set. It's just so interesting to me. I love the little camera style. Ugh, I love it. Next, let's do this one. It's, at the time, it was the most I'd ever spent on a compact. Now it's still I think my second most expensive one. It was $100. Ignore that. Anyway. It's got this beautiful top. It's like 100 years old or something ridiculous like that. Got the face powder in there. Lift it up, there's a little coin purse. Then behind here, if I can open it up, where's the little lift? There it is. Got a mirror and rouge. And if you look up in there, oh, if it'll stop reflecting. It's got a little maker's mark. I'm blinding you hardcore right now. It's sterling topped. Or like, you know, the top of it is sterling. You know. Don't know why I had to phrase that so weirdly, but you know what? I'm a silly goose, so just look at the pattern on it. It's so pretty. I love it. Next, let's do this one. This one I've had for a hot minute, but it's part lighter. It's kind of jankety, but it's also a cigarette case. Don't smoke, it's bad for you. I don't care if it's Lana Del Rey, you don't do it. Face powder up in here, up in here. And then, let's see if I can get this open without looking at it directly. Please, please, por favor. Thank you. My terrible Spanish did it. You can still see some of the embossing there in the rouge. Actually surprisingly detailed. Look at that. It's smooth though. Pretty pretty. I'm blinding you again. Another one of the fancy enamels. I'll just call it fancy enamel because I'm not sure if I'm saying galoche correctly. So let's go the chain. Attached to here, I believe would have been a lipstick originally, but you know, when you're like 100 years old, you tend to lose things. It's just such a pretty color. It's got a tassel. Sometimes there'll be a lipstick hidden in the tassel. Hidden in the tassel, but this one does not have that. It flips open. Mirror powder. Very pale. And rouge. And the puff slipped out of the little holder. Why am I looking through the camera to do this? I could just look around, but alas, I'm not the brightest crayon in the box. I just love that color so much. When I die, do this to my casket. Next, let's do this one in the box. I'm not sure if this is the original box. It's just how it came to me, but it's got that on it. It's got a little hanky in there. I bought this from the son of the original owner. Ooh, there's me. And he said it was given to his mother by a lover who did not end up becoming his father, so he felt weird keeping it. But it has, let me set that down. Additional note, it's never been used, like the rouge is still sealed back there. But she wrote a little note to put in it. Eunice Fiddler, high school graduation, 1929, from Louis Knoll. It makes me wonder how they ended, because to keep something from an ex as a memento feels a little bit interesting, especially since she didn't use it. So it's like, did you love him? Did he die of like tuberculosis or whatever people died from back then? I don't know. Oh, I forgot to put the paper back in. But to my knowledge, they just broke up, and that was that. Trying to make sure you can't see like the mess of my room in the background. I say as I highlight it, you know. Teehee, I'm just a mess. It's fine. This next one also has a note. It's got this beautiful lady on the front. Cute little tassel. It's a little mangy. Look at the mirror. It's broken, but it's like that sometimes. Here's a note. I'll get to that. Once again, I'm looking through the camera instead of looking at it directly. Little comb. It slips out of there. Evans. Nickel silver. Rouge. Face powder. It's kind of hard to get the puffs out of there. Focus, please, camera. Kind of hard to get the puffs out of there, so I think I'll just leave them, lest I tear them up. That comes with this little note. A favor at the Pi Gamma Delta Spring Party, May 9th, 1925. Mary Elizabeth Brandt was with Corwin Versal. I believe that's what that says. Moving on up. This one also has a little surprise inside. There's the box. So we got little lipsticks on the side. And another little lipstick. Please come out. I love little hidden lipsticks. They are everything to me. You open this up. It's got the face powder. And behind here, I thought it was going to be rouge. Sobbing hysterically over them, and I have no idea who they are. Just, oh, to have that kind of love. I mean, maybe they had like a messy divorce or something. I don't know their business. But to me, in my mind, they lived happily ever after. And let's end this off with my most recent compact acquisition. It has Apollo and the Muses. There's him right there with his little bow and arrow. Well, quiver. With I'm struggling. It's a quiver with arrows in it, because that's what quivers are for. Look how beautiful it is, though. So I can get it open. It doesn't have a button, it just sort of like, there we go. The mirror is busted, but it's got two face powders. the same shade, presumably, but, you know. And this little lipstick. It's spring-loaded. It has... Let me get that out. It's got like a little piece of paper in there. It says Blanche, which means white in French, I believe. Houbigant. Not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced, but in my mind it's Houbigant. Look at the little lipstick. It's so gross looking. Yucky. Oh, I touched it. Oh no, I'm gonna die now. Please get in there. It's just so tiny. Thank you for watching, friends. Until next time, at an undisclosed time.